Hello everyone, it's me here, Bandit Bananas, and I'm gonna go ahead and, for the 100th time, attempt to
Resident Evil 4.
actually get around to playing this once again. So, it's been a really long time since I've played. I think the last time we played was a Stew and Brawn episode. I gotta turn down the volume here, this
Those
is
grisly murders occurred in the Arklay Mountains.
extremely
Soon after,
loud.
The news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a
That's
secret
better.
viral experiment.
Turned it down for
conducted
me
by the
anyways. It's right in my
International
ears.
Pharmaceutical Enterprise, Umbrella.
So, I'm probably not going to put a whole lot of work into editing these. In case you don't know, I don't really do that anyways most of the time.
Devastating blow
But,
tripping its very foundation.
I'm going to get through some of the games
Not
that,
taking any chances, the President of the United States
I kept meaning to come back to, and I've been wanting to do for, like, my own personal kind of record of playing them and beating them and remembering the fun times I've had.
Definite suspension of business decree to Umbrella. Soon
Resident
its stock
Evil,
prices
so-
crashed, and for all intents and purposes,
The first Resident Evil game I ever played came out on the... let's see. It was on PlayStation, I think, and maybe another system. Can't really remember. But the first game scared the hell out of me.
Since that horrendous incident.
Straight up scared the hell out of me. It was the first time I ever played a horror game as a kid. And right now we laugh at it because the graphics aren't so great, but at the time...
Special training via a secret organization
it was some
working under the
spooky
direct
shit.
Control of the president. I was to assume
I
responsibility
never
for
played the
protecting
second
the
one.
president's family.
Or I did play the second one, but not till years and years later. Never played the third one. Well, I'm not really sure... Alright, so there's very possible that the game just cut out there. That's because Avast had to tell me that
This is all about.
they're adding this game to my game list on Avast, whatever that means. Jesus, this game is jittery as
Boys
hell.
didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did.
Yeah, it screwed everything up. Now everything's all freaking out of sync, but well, there's nothing I can... I'm not, like I said, it's too late. I'm not gonna redo it. And it just... yeah, Avast screwed it all up. You can blame them. So I got this new NVIDIA graphics card, and that seems to be making a weird, like... I can't tell if it's the graphics card or maybe the monitor, but there's sometimes this
protecting the president's daughter when she was
this line in the middle that kind of cuts it in half. I can't really remember what it's called, but
rural part of Europe. According to our intelligence.
Anyways, where was I at? I was talking about Resident Evil.
A girl that looks very similar to the president's daughter.
So yeah, I kind of skipped the third game.
Group of people.
And then you have all these other, like, weird Resident Evil games that came out around that same time, like Outbreak and, like, Outbreak 2 and whatever else. I did play Outbreak, and that game was also a game I should do on here, because that was an interesting game, and I've never seen a Let's Play of that game. I'm sure somebody's done it, but I never have, so...
Sorry it took so long.
I also have a pig now, so that's pretty cool. His name is Belmont. I named him after Castlevania. So yeah, I actually got an original NES, and that's when I kind of like... I started thinking, like, I need some kind of proof that these games are, like, under my belt, I guess, if that makes any sense. Because beating Castlevania was a pretty big accomplishment, and I don't really have anything to show that I actually beat it, except a picture of the end
I'll go and
screen.
have a look around.
We'll stay and watch the car. Don't want to get any parking tickets.
Right. Parking tickets.
The writing is just so notoriously bad in all these games.
Jeez.
I don't even know.
Who are these guys?
Did you say something?
Yeah, like Glasses Guy's gonna do something if I did say anything.
Leon, I hope you can hear me. I'm Ingrid Huntington. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear. Somehow I thought you'd be a little older. So the subject's name's Ashley Graham, right?
That's right. She's the daughter of the president.
I have the special
Try to behave
costume
yourself,
on, so I
okay?
do have proof that I beat this once.
this group
I'm pretty
is,
sure I
they
did a
sure picked the
playthrough
wrong
of this
girl
all
to
the way a
kidnap.
long time ago.
I'll try to find some more information on my end as well.
Good. Talk to you later. Leon out.
I should check out that file, but he doesn't say that. Yeah, I don't really need to check out that file. I already know basically how the game's gonna go. So yeah, there's that cut up there in the very top. And there's nothing I can do about that. I don't know if that's gonna show up in the recording, but it's definitely showing up on the monitor. But, it's too quick. Once again, this is in professional mode, and I've never actually beaten it in professional mode, so this will also be an interesting thing. Yeah, I don't know why that freaking lag is up there. I'm gonna have to check this recording, and if it's bad, I'm gonna have to just redo it all.
Not that way, cowboy.
I'm not gonna redo the episode, but I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get that out of there, because it's just not good.
Forget your makeup or something?
These guys were all like pretty friendly a little earlier. Now they're like sassy for no reason.
What's the matter?
Did you lose your nerve?
No, I just want to talk to you because you're both about to die. So I guess that's going to be your last words. Good job. Oh, so I got a pig named Belmont after Castlevania, like I was saying, and I think beating Castlevania, yeah, gave me the inspiration for this. So, Pueblo. Pueblo means village. I've talked about this before, but I don't really know where the setting of this is. I don't know if it's supposed to be in Spain or like Mexico. I don't really know a whole lot about geography in terms of like what kind of, I don't know if Spain has these kind of like woods or anything. I don't know. But anyway, that was a lot of talking. The first time I played this game, I was freaking out. Like, it took me forever to actually get inside the building. And then when I finally got in there, and you're trapped in there with all the guys surrounding the building, I was like straight up freaking out. I was, at the time, very not used to horror games, I guess. Although I don't really consider this a horror game per se, more of an action game, but at the time it was horrific.
Sir?
Also the way this guy turns around, I really am adamant that this guy doesn't turn around in a normal fashion. So you think he'll turn left here, but he'll do like a weird like 275-degree
I was wondering if
turn.
you might recognize a girl in this photograph.
It's really unnatural. I don't know.
Lárgate, cabrón.
Oh,
Sorry
this
to have
graphics. I'm also not really sure if Leon even knows Spanish. I'm guessing this is what this guy's saying.
I said freeze!
So yeah, I was like absolutely out of my mind freaking out at this part. There. I got my technique still down though. I'm not really sure if that guy's supposed to be a zombie himself, because his body never melts. And I'm fairly certain that the bodies in this one particular area are the only bodies that never actually melt.
Shit.
And by melt, you'll kind of see what I mean later on.
Is everything okay?
There was
Nope.
a hostile local.
A
I had no
few.
choice but to neutralize it. There are still others surrounding the area.
I shot him in the
Get out
head
of
and I
there
cut his
head
dick
toward
off.
the village. Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
Even this like two-way communicator thing that they're using is like, so even if this guy wasn't a zombie, he's basically still a dead guy that should be dead. He's not a zombie, so he does state that he's not a zombie. And it's interesting that he even thinks it is a zombie because I guess I don't know. Anyways, usually the way I handle these guys is I like to jump out here so I have a place to put my back to. And they'll have to funnel through this little gap here. I can do this thing where I kick them and kind of like knock them all over. You're kind of invincible when you do that too, I think. So ammo conservation is what I'm gonna guess is gonna be a big thing. Oh, well that didn't help. For this level of difficulty. I wonder if Belmont's showing up in the recording. I can hear him sniffling around not too far from here. Hopefully he doesn't squeal, because it's literally the loudest noise I think I've ever heard in my life. Alright, so there's no traps in here. I know that. I've played this game a lot. Maybe more than almost any other game besides The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Which probably goes down to be one of my top favorite games of all time. Strangely. Alright, let's go ahead and save here. As you can see, like I said, I've attempted quite a few times. I'm going to go ahead and do 20. Let's do 20. 20 will be the new 1. 10 minutes, 38 seconds. Cool. Alright. So we got enough time to probably get to the next checkpoint here. I'm not really sure how stringent I'm going to be here on the time. I also don't know why these birds have, like, items inside of them, but they do, so. Warning of some sort. So basically that sign always means there's traps around. Whenever there's signs. Always help the dog. Wolf, whatever. You can shoot him, and he might give you an item if you do that too, but I never do because I'm not an asshole, so. Not in terms of animal abuse anyways. Except for the birds, okay, maybe the birds. But the birds give you things, and they don't really do much else. At the moment. I don't advocate hurting any animal, though. Alright, I knew there was a red herb over there. So the reason I know all this is because back when I got this game on the PlayStation 2, which is what I got it on, at the time, I had the official Prima strategy guide, whatever thing. And, yeah, that's how I know where everything is, basically. So I'm gonna try to lure this guy over towards, well, just kind of trying to get him in the dynamite there. By the way, there is dynamite there. It didn't really work out, though. Alright, I think there's actually a yellow herb here, too, as well. So, later on. So we should have our health up item here soon. I'm trying to figure out what other games I have on my list now after this. So another thing about that spike up there is I can't tell. I got a new, like I said, I got a new graphics card, GTX 1080. I forget what edition it is. But also at the same time, I also got a 4K monitor to go with it. Okay, I hear the spooky noise as if somebody's coming after me, and yet I see nobody coming after me. Maybe I have to pop them. Hey, come fight me. There might have been a guy in the shack, I don't remember. I might have been... Okay. So yeah, I actually bought the strategy guide for this. I didn't have strategy guides for a whole lot of games, other than this and Oblivion. I actually had 2, because I guess I liked the game so much, I just really wanted to know where everything is and make doubly sure. And Super Mario Sunshine as well. And I think, interestingly, a bunch of those games came out around the same time. Yeah, she's... So I'll probably do this. I'm thinking I'm going to do the bonus content as well, which is where you get to play as Ada. I might do a little bit of the mercenary stuff, too. I'm not really sure. If we beat it on Professional, I think we also unlock some more characters for that mode, like Albert Wesker, and I don't really know who else. I thought there was a herb over here at some point. It must be further down. A yellow herb. Once you have the green, red, and yellow, you can combine them and it heals you fully and also increases your life. bar. Maybe there wasn't a yellow herb here yet, which is possible. So there's that guy in there, in case you didn't know. Always good to watch out for that fellow. I'm gonna pop him real quick. I think there is a checkpoint in there. So I'll save my game. I'm gonna check on the video file, make sure that lag isn't showing up, or whatever you call it, that spike isn't showing up too badly in the recording. Because if it is, I'll have to do something to fix that, because that'll drive me crazy if I want to watch these later on. So, I guess there's not a save point. I guess I'm going to go ahead and go through the village. I was kind of hoping that there was a spot here I could say... Okay, that was slow. I was kind of hoping there was a spot there I
Leon,
could save,
how
but I
you
guess
holding
not.
up?
Bad question, Hunnigan.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find it useful.
I'll take a look at it, thanks.
Okay. So yeah, I already know how to play the game, pretty much completely and fully. So I don't need any of that stuff. Okay, there's a little bit of lag there. It might also be, like, I can't tell if it's the 4K monitor or the new graphics card that's doing it. I noticed it's happening in a lot of different games here. So that guy's very dead, by the way. I actually barely noticed that guy was there the first time I played this game. I kind of just thought it was a guy here. What am I trying to say? So, there's a whole lot of ways to approach the village, which is one of my favorite things about this game. Like, if you go into that tower, it's pretty defensible, but they'll start throwing Molotov cocktails up there, and they'll eventually kill you. There's also a couple spots here where if you go into them, you'll actually summon a chainsaw guy. Which isn't great for this kind of unprofessional. I don't really know if I could take him, and he drops a lot of money, but I'll expend more resources than I'll gain from killing him. There's a few other places you can hide and block the doors or kind of funnel them out, but usually I like to stay right here by the gate because they all have to come down this path and they all kind of line up nicely. I do have a grenade. I'll probably end up using it here. It's just the way it is. There's another path down there I can also kind of escape to if I really need to. Alright. Hey, that was a pretty good shot. This is the part where you also start throwing their gardening implements towards you. And also start doing their little Michael Jackson dance moves. So if you can do that, kind of get them all on the ground or kind of clustered together, you can make a better attempt at killing them like that. That kind of helps. So here's the second part. I gotta kill a few more and then the game moves on. I'm gonna get those resources real quick. I need that ammo. Also that money. She's gonna get up, but that's okay. Alright. Still in a decent enough position for the moment. Ah, it got me right in the fucking head. Right in the head, and I'm almost dead, just like that. Alright, well, looks like I'm gonna be using a first aid spray. Was kinda saving that. Alright, I think I dropped most of their weapons. That was close. Alright. Oh, once again, that was really close. I'm kind of losing ground here. Not the best position to be in, so I'm gonna move out of here. Towards the center of town. There's more supplies down here too. Should I summon the chainsaw guy? Should I do it? Fuck it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it for my own personal benefit. I believe I can get him.
Who are these people?
at the very least, this room is like defensible. There he is.
Chainsaw.
You knew exactly what that meant too. So yeah,
Son of
it gets pretty crazy in here. Really not the best place or the best move for me to make, but I did it anyways. Alright, so if I go upstairs, I can get a shotgun and some ammo. And a grenade. And money. So there's somebody out there. Alright. Alright, I gotta get moving here. Whoop. Oh boy. Oh, he's coming right after me. He wants a nibble. Jesus. Yeah. Okay, well. I'm gonna go ahead and use this and equip this, and we're gonna have a ball. I am very furiously concentrating. That's why I am not speaking very much. I need to get that loaded again. And I need to get that guy off my back. If I don't, I'll regret it. Oh, I gotta kill him now. Because if he gets you, it's a one-hit death, I tell ya. Ooh, that down so I can have a little more time to myself. Thank you very much. At least that's cool. Gotta get out of here. Look behind me, we got a guy coming again. Pretty sure you gotta kill the shotgun guy. Whoa. Oh. Huh. I thought you had to kill the chainsaw guy. Well, I guess I'm not gonna complain about that because that was kind of a bad situation. I was on my last bullet there and I needed to reload, so. So when you play as Ada, you kind of see why she was the one that caused that bell to ring. Mostly just to save Leon's life. But that's a whole nother aspect of the game.
Bingo?
That could have gone a whole lot worse. I actually did really well there. It could have went better, but overall, I'm pretty satisfied with that. 70% at least.
I have some bad news. I've confirmed the body of an officer.
Yep.
Something's happened to the people here.
The other guy's
Leon, you
very
need to
dead
get
as
out of
well.
there. Look for a tower and follow the trail near it.
Got it.
Alright. Well, so that's kind of the end of that. I'm gonna go ahead and get to the save area, because I know where it is. While I'm doing this, so that way I can go ahead and save, and I can start back up, get everything in this village. As in, I'm gonna scavenge for some supplies, and then we'll move on. I think the save point is in here. No? Could have swore there was a save point in there. Alright, well I'm gonna go ahead and end the record. Well, let me check real quick. I could have sworn there was a typewriter in this town. Huh? There isn't. Alright, I'm gonna get the stuff around here real quick so we all know where everything's at, and then I'll end this. It's only gonna be a 25-minute episode by the end of it. But, well, that's just how it happens. I'm gonna look at the recording, make sure that stuff isn't happening. We'll be good. And there's our yellow herb. So we do have at least one more full heal slash increase my health thing going on. I know that there's another red herb and another green herb at least. I saw that flashing on top of the building, by the way. I always hate when I'm watching a YouTube video and the YouTuber doesn't notice something or acknowledge something and they either miss it or they come and get it later. It annoys me for some reason. So yeah, you can also come in here and defend. It's got that steel door they can't break down. And you can put that thing in there to buy you some more time, but there's really nothing in here to help you out except for a few boxes. So you might get some ammo, or you probably won't though. If you have the shotgun, it's more survivable, I suppose. But you don't want that chainsaw guy cornering you in there if you can help it. I think there's something over here. Maybe an herb in the wood pile. There's some part where there's an herb on the wood pile. Oh, no, there's that though. I think if you stand in this spot, I think you might summon another chainsaw person. I really can't remember. That might be later on. But there is definitely a point where you stand in that area and you summon like a chainsaw person or people, maybe. Can't remember. There's the herb. I think it's over here. Yeah. Green one, anyways. There's nothing around that bend. Yeah, that freaking tear in the middle. That's what it is. It's some kind of tear. I'm gonna have to check if that's in the recording. So I'm guessing these people no longer, like, eat or drink, and all their food is just kind of rotting. Shelf is nailed to the wall. So basically it's saying that if you come in here, you can't move that shelf in front of the window. Which kind of sucks, but this isn't a super great place to defend anyways. So we got a lot of shotgun shells, or a decent amount. There's also another issue. The thing about this game is they kind of, like, go against the grain of the average storyline, because normally the infection is a virus. Oh, well then. Pardon me. In most of the Resident Evil games, the infection is a virus. This is one of the few games where, like, it's actually a parasite, which is interesting. It's an actual physical, like, you know, thing you can look at, and you do at some point. I think that's everything in this room. There is still something on the roof over here. I think it's a spinal or spinel. I'm not really sure what it's called. Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Some kind of garnet or something. So yeah, if I do go ahead and take on the chainsaw guy, I always stay up there, in that corner. Because there's no ladders or anything. They all have to funnel around that one area and kind of get through. So yeah, this is like the worst spot to try to defend. You're basically gonna die. And if you jump down, they're all gonna be right in this area. If you have a grenade, you can throw that down there and kill a lot of them, and it's not so bad, but most of the time it's really not worth it. So let's get moving. I'm gonna grab that letter that's in there. Make sure I grab the supplies out of this room, because I don't think I did. There's none. That would be a good reason why. So I'll probably do this game. Oh, I've always wanted to do Fable as well. The first one is one of my favorites. Oh, hey, there's chicken. So those chickens will lay eggs if you let them. Recently, there has been information that a United States government agent is here investigating the village. Do not let this American agent get in contact with the prisoner. For those of you not yet informed, the prisoner is being held in an old house beyond the farm. That's very convenient. We will transfer the prisoner to a more secure location in the valley when we are ready. The prisoner is to stay there until further notice. Meanwhile, do not let the American near the prisoner. So, we didn't know how the American government found out about our village, but we are investigating. However, I feel that this intrusion at a particular time is not just a coincidence. I sense a third party other than the United States government involved here. My fellow men, stay alert. Chief Batoris and Mendez. So, okay. Yeah, those chickens will, if you leave them alone, they'll lay eggs, and you can pick them up and later on use them to heal yourself. There's like a white one, a brown one, and like a golden one. The golden one heals you 100%, but it's super rare. It's also the best healing item in the game. Not because it heals you all the way, but because it takes up the least amount of space. So, because if you have the first aid spray, it takes up at least 2 cells, I guess you would call them. Even this takes up 2 cells. Well, I guess besides the red, yellow, and green herb, it's the best healing item in the game. And then it's a tie between the first aid spray and then the red and green herb. The red and yellow herb will also heal you, but not very much. Mostly it's just it'll increase your life, and then you'll just get whatever a green herb gets you. So not a whole lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wait to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and save, and then finally we're gonna end this because I know it's been way too long. 30 minutes. That is way too long. All right, that's enough. I'll see you guys next time. I'll check out that tear and I'll get back to you and we'll keep going. So thanks a lot. Bye.